On behalf of myself, my team, our program, I apologize to our fans, our campus, my AD, my president, because for us to play the way we played tonight, and it's an embarrassment. It's not. We weren't. It seemed like we were very grateful for the opportunity we had to compete, because our competitiveness, it didn't seem to be on display. You would have thought we were the team coming in here off 2 losses, and they were the team coming in here off a big win, and we got to be better. We have a false sense of who we are right now.
All right, we'll open up for questions.
By false sense, do you mean just maybe guys not embracing their roles, thinking maybe they're bigger than what they are? What do you think?
No, when I say a false sense of who we are, we don't do a very good job of handling success, right? Right now, and this is no knock, I hate even sound, because I've been that other coach, and hats off to Coach Mark Wood in Maine, because they came in here and they played a great game. But for whatever reason, we play down almost to like the other team's record, or we play down to the name on the other team's jersey, and we're not at that place as a program yet, and I don't ever want to be in that place. Even when we have the experience under our belt that we'll have, we're gonna respect the game, and we're gonna respect. And respecting the game is respecting your opponent, no matter who you play. It's still about us. Our identity, it sways way too much, and that goes into leadership. But again, I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm gonna take 100% ownership on it. It's my program, and we'll grow, get better from it.
I thought Kayson's energy in the first half, especially at two big steals there, double first double-figure rebounding effort from a single player this season from this team. Just I thought kind of maybe on an otherwise uncompetitive night from guys, he stood out.
I mean, with all due respect, that's your assessment. If you're only going to compete for 30 to 35 minutes of the game, I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. Like, you're not winning the game. And again, we come out with a complete lack of competitiveness. And again, maybe I'm too nice. Maybe we just need to grind it a little bit harder, but we got to give them days off. We got to take care of their bodies. We got to care about them. That's the first thing. But we got to do a better job of competing for 40 minutes, because, again, they come out, and I think they started the game 5 for 7, 2 from 3, and we gave them confidence. If we come out and compete like we did against Northern Iowa, I'm sure the game's a lot different, because we're pretty good when we compete, when we're connected, and right now, we're not. But I'm not making any excuses whatsoever, but it's year one of a program. It's year one, and as a good friend of mine said, at year one, you're forming. You're forming culture, you're forming standard, you're forming expectation, and right now, again, we don't handle success very well. We're talking about a team that they shot what they shot from 2. They shoot 48% from 2, but they're a 29% three-point shooting team on the year, and they shoot 42%. That tells me right there our competitiveness from a ball pressure standpoint wasn't very good, because they were just lining it up and shooting count-to-seam threes. So as Don Maestri said to me once before, don't ever say anything right after a game, because it's probably never as bad as it looked or as good as it looked. Go back, watch the film, and in a sense, you have evidence behind the words that you're trying to get across to them. It's the best way to teach. And so I'll spend Thanksgiving break being thankful for my family, being thankful for the opportunity that God gives me every day to impact the lives of young men. I'll watch some film, and we'll get better from it.
Anything else for Coach?
With Thanksgiving break coming up, are you gonna let you guys rest a little bit before your next road trip, or this is a quick turnaround right after Thanksgiving?
I mean, they'll have Thanksgiving Day off. The guys that can get to family, they'll get to family. Everybody else will be at my house. But no, we're gonna get back to work because that's what their scholarship, the scholarship that they all earned, but that's their responsibility is to get back to work. Again, we teach. We're trying to teach life through this game, and some days you're gonna have bad days at work. You don't get the day off. You take the day off. You don't show up. You get fired. And we're not gonna be a team that doesn't handle success well. We're gonna get better, and so they'll have tomorrow off, but then we'll practice and we'll get better.
Anything else for Coach?
In case we don't get a chance to talk to you beforehand, you've got a 2-game road swing between Hofstra, who came in here last year and gave this team everything it could handle, and a UMass squad that that's a tough place to play up there in Amherst. Just what's your thoughts about this upcoming road trip before Florida State?
Well, I'm more focused on South Florida. Those are 2 good programs with 2 really good head coaches in Speedy Claxton, and the respect and admiration I have for Coach Martin at UMass I think he's one of the best guys in our business. But it's going to be about who we are. It's going to be about, are we going to, I keep going back and forth, and, I feel like I am making an excuse sometimes, but it's just, from a standpoint, I feel like we have an identity, but we're fighting we're fighting wanting to be a team that hangs its hat on the defensive end of the court. We think, we make 12 threes or 9 threes one game, and we think we won the game because we shot it good. Right now, I think we're shooting 33%, probably lower now, from 3 on the season because we just settle, and then we're trying to get our defense going off of our ability to make shots. And no, it's got to be the other way around. We've got to get our offense going off our ability to defend. Because again, I believe this. If we compete harder than we did tonight, even shooting the ball as poorly as we shot it from 3, we still win the game because we shot 40% from 2.5. If we do that in the first half, we put ourselves, again, it was a 2-point game at the half. And we had another opportunity to come out, and we talked about it at halftime. We were fortunate to be down 2 at the half. And then we came out and lack of competitiveness, but that's on the head coach. All right, and if anybody wants to point a finger, point it right at me.
Anything else for Coach? Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving.